You know, in these days of recession, inflation, unemployment, and all of the other problems we have to cope with every day, it's really easy to take certain things for granted. Things like what I'm doing right now, walking. Have you ever wondered what you would do or how you would react if in one split second this automatic ability of movement was taken away, perhaps forever? Would you have the courage, the strength, the will to carry on? Or would you quit, just give up on life? That's a heavy question, one that a young man from Los Angeles is answering every day. Up until a few short months ago, Dave Geffen was a physically sound, very active 21-year-old student enjoying a summer in the California sun. Then, suddenly, a freak accident in the surf at Santa Monica Beach damaged his spinal cord and changed his life forever.
I just took a running jump into the water. I waited till the water got up to about, I guess, thigh level or a little more, and I was running pretty fast, and I just dove in. Apparently, what I'd walked into was like a hole of some sort, or either that or there was just a lot of different sandbars. So when I dove, it was like diving into a brick wall, basically, because I knew I couldn't move. There was this like ultimate realization. I've never known something so quick in my life. I mean, usually you don't believe you can't move, when, you know, if maybe your arm is asleep or something like that. But when this accident happened, I knew I broke my neck immediately. And I knew I was helpless. But I was completely conscious and thinking straight.
Thinking straight is something that Dave has managed to keep doing from that tragic day at the beach through 5 weeks of recovery and onto his current program of rehabilitation at one of the nation's top spinal cord centers, the rehab unit at Northridge Hospital. Here, Dave and his fellow patients have a chance to go as far as they can on the road back to functional independence. The rehab program consists primarily of concentrated work in physical, occupational, and recreational therapy, helping patients to discover that there is ability even in disability.
In physical therapy, I work on strengthening myself, getting back the muscles that I lost. I lost a lot of weight, maybe close to 50 pounds. Learning how to transfer myself out of the chair into another chair, out of the chair into a car, out of the chair into bed. Once I'm on the mat, where we basically work out, I'll work on sitting balancing probably to help coordinate myself. We'll probably play catch with a ball. Start out with a light ball, progress to a heavier ball.
Here we go. Lift it. Good. Again.
Thank God for this pillow.
The
The other thing I like to do is boxing. In a sense, I think I get such a release from that. All the frustration that I have just comes out. I just see that ball and I say, oh, I love it. It's really frustrating, and you get really depressed about it. You just feel like, I'm not a man anymore. Or you feel like, what can I do? I'm not independent. And here I'm doing something that I really feel I can see my strength. I can see it all coming out. I feel more like a man again. That's one of our biggest enemies, frustration. You took it for granted. All the things you took for granted, they're like mountains now. They're mountains to climb. Every day, for me at least, and for most people out here, every day you're doing something you couldn't do the day before. And when you brush your teeth for the first time, it feels great. You just say, after having your teeth brushed by someone else for 2 months or something like that, you do it yourself and you say, yeah, get that molar I missed before. Get the back part, you know, brush the gums. They never did that, you know. It feels good.
Dave helped to spread this good feeling by producing and directing a comedy show at the rehab unit where the nurses and therapists got a chance to show their hidden talents.
So tell the boys about the joys in the heart of rehab. Behind the door on the 4th floor, in the heart of rehab.
The patients also got into the act, proving once again that the ability to laugh has nothing to do with the ability to walk. A fact beautifully demonstrated by the rapidly rising career of Dave's special guest, Gene Michener, who calls himself the world's only sit-down, stand-up comedian.
Please give a warm welcome to Gene Michener.
I go into Saks. I'm going to buy some Gucci designer jeans. I put the jeans on. They're $75. I said, so what? I want them, right? I put them on. I wheel out of the store. Suddenly it hits me. I'm in a wheelchair. Who's going to see the label?
After the show, Gene shared with us some of the practical advice he had given to Dave earlier.
You can't change the way you are. You've got to go out there and smile and laugh and have fun. And I'm going to be out there trying to change the environment for you. I said, people reflect what you have. And if you have sadness and sorrow, they're going to reflect that to you. But if you're having a lot of fun, that's what you'll get back.
Living in the present is what I do. Right now, I take each day in stride. I can't move today. What about tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow. Today, no. Tomorrow, maybe. But I won't say, tomorrow I will walk, and then be disappointed when I don't walk. That's setting an unrealistic standard.
You've been a producer, a director, and now's the first time that you've actually been interviewed. Were you nervous going into this?
No way. I broke my neck. That's something you worry about. But an interview? It's a breeze. Everything's a breeze after you break your neck, except maybe doing things like brushing your teeth. Now, that's hard. But for me, right now, it's a piece of cake.
Mary will be right back with our PM magazine department.
Hi, I'm Paul Revere. I've been on